Hello, everybody.
Hi, we are live,
We are live.
live from Pennsylvania and Louisiana.
Yep.
And what you want to say hi to the crowd?
Yeah. Well,
Look at
Scarlett was here
look at
first.
the eyeball up there. It says okay. It says no. It says four.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see the crowd.
Hey,
Scarlet,
Scarlett.
hi
And
Scarlet,
G is here early this morning.
hi G,
How's it going, G? And
and
Ashley Reed is here. Hey, Ashley.
hi Ashley.
Oh, you want me to pop them up as we go?
No, I just was trying to scroll and it popped. But anyway,
And
um,
that's it.
and probably there's probably somebody in India checking us out and saying, I don't want to
From
listen to old.
India.
Well, when you go live, people could just push live. And so people from like other countries can pop up and they could say, like, why do I want to see two old ladies like talking? You know,
Speak for yourself, ma'am. Old ladies.
well,
I'm
compared to,
just, I'm teasing.
I just saw a really interesting bird that I've never seen before. It was white and it had like
Mm-hmm.
little gray not arms, wings. My animals have arms and legs. Anyway,
Okay. A bird has arms.
no, they're wings. I just said arms because,
Oh,
you
okay.
know.
Hey, Lisbeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth says she's not from India,
I,
but she's here.
when I post things on threads, I have like a British fan base, and a lot of Scots follow me. And the words are not equal. And I'm cracking up because, someone said, I said a hood in the woods, and it was like a car. And someone said, I had no idea what you were talking about. And I had to sit and think about it for a while. And then I realized you meant a bonnet. And I'm like, oh, okay.
A bonnet.
They call hoods bonnets.
Right.
And then I said, I don't have an English to English translation. So I said, I'll just sit here on my fanny and wait until you guys. And then someone said, Fanny, ew. And I'm like, all right.
Oh my
And
goodness.
in England or in Britain, Fanny is not what Americans think. Fanny is in a different part than what we
I
think
know.
of as Fanny.
Scarlett said a bonnet is what they call it.
Yeah. And elevators are lifts. I'm sure there's 100 other things that are different. All I know is that when we watch sometimes like movies from Australia or Scotland or England or wherever, Ireland too, we put closed captioning on because I'm like, what did that guy say? Is that the same language? It cannot be the same language. Sorry. So I look up stuff. I'm like Googling, like, what did they mean by that? And I'm like,
Scarlett says a fanny is of a JJ there.
exactly. Hey, a dog got in here. Hey, how did you get in here?
Jesus, he uses a lot of British terms and nobody has a clue what he's talking about.
It's a good one.
I want to get those translating earbuds. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Tony.
What do you want? What do you want? Let's stay here.
we
Hey, Teresa.
Hey, Teresa. This dog is getting very whiny. So we respond to he's getting drama rewards because he goes, "Ah," and then we go, what? It's not good. So now he does that laugh. He's looking out. I don't know if they ate. They might be eating shortly. So he's in the place where Roxy eats.
Ah.
And we separate them out so there's no food issues. I don't know. They sometimes like one of the dog who eats faster tries to eat the slower eating dog's food. So,
And I would think the faster one is Norton.
yes, indeed. Oh, in the beginning, he wasn't realizing that he had to do it fast, and then Roxy was eating his food.
Oh.
And then he learned. He learned that I have to eat fast. So he's fast. He dreams about eating food. Then I think, am I underfeeding this poor baby? See? He just,
I wish I would have started my dogs, feeding them twice a day. Hey, Nana. Because I just leave food out.
the first person I was with who had a dog used to leave food out, and the dog self-regulated. I mean, we would just leave a big bowl, would eat what it wanted, and then it was done. And after that, no way. My when I got my dog Trixie, she had parvo, and she was on for a few days, no food at all. And then I was told to feed her a few spoons. Well, she almost swallowed a spoon when I was putting the spoon into the, and I thought, this dog needs more than a spoon of food.
Right. Hey, Claudette.
And
Well,
then it became like she wanted to eat a lot, but when she didn't eat, I knew she just didn't like her food.
yeah. Well, Precious
Doesn't.
moved to hand feeding after she got her teeth pulled. But she was hurting so bad, and I had to separate her, and I was holding her and feeding her. Now she will not eat unless it's in your hand.
What about what about canned foods like that are pureed? Can she?
She didn't like it. She did like the what is it at Walmart in the refrigerator?
Yeah, the fresh pack.
Broke it up. The one that's kind of broken up already. But that stuff's expensive. So now she just eats the stuff that comes in a little baggie. Teresa calls it Play-Doh because she said it smells like Play-Doh.
Yeah.
But I did find she likes the chicken better than the beef. So
my friend said when she grew up, she fed her dog like all of those kind of like supermarket brands that were inexpensive. And I mean, sometimes they do better if you just scramble them an egg, which now you can't afford. But I mean,
$6 a dozen.
6 over here. I used to say the eggs were really cheap here. It was $12.95, and I'm like, really? They were was the bigger? It was the X18.
Oh,
but I was like, and there was even like any multiple egg packs were really expensive. A half dozen was $6.
That's ridiculous.
I'll tell you why. It's bird flu. They're exterminating flocks as a precaution, and obviously there's a shortage. And when there's a shortage, it's more money. It's because it's called like supply demand.
And I think they said a lot of it was down here.
Interesting. Well, yeah. It just hit here in the last week that they went like skyrocketed up. Now, one of the supermarkets had a deal. If you they give you points for spending dollars. If you spend $100 there, they were given 18 eggs for $2.99. And I thought, we ought to do that.
Oh, Nana says feed your dog cat food.
Oh, she meant you because your dog's fussy.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
think that'll work, Nana?
I think the puppy food.
She only got one tooth on the side and the others in the back.
Every time I ever had an issue with the dogs, you can't do it forever though, but I used to make like ground meat with oatmeal and a little rice, and I would cook in carrots, but it's not fully it's not balanced nutrition. But that being said, if it's like the only food they're going to eat.
Kevin, welcome.
Hi, Kevin. How's it going?
Thanks for popping in. Want to grow your channel? Check Kevin out.
Definitely. I'm drinking plain tea now. I'm down to plain, no milk.
Well, I am drinking a little bit of juice this morning. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't even know if I put a thumb up this morning. How about that?
I didn't. Where do I do that?
I couldn't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. If my chronic fatigue is kicking my butt these last few days, but when we were crocheting the other night, I was like nodding off.
right before we went on, I was like guzzling caffeine because I was falling asleep. Last night, I fell asleep on the couch at 9:00, and my husband kept like hitting me. He goes, "Go to bed." He's like, "You want to go to bed? Go to bed." And at some point, I said, "All right." And
You wait for each other to go to bed?
what? He had to
wait. Oh,
but I was sleeping head forward. Like I usually, I don't
that's
know.
because you're newlyweds.
I was falling off the couch. That's
Hey,
how
Melanie.
I was passing out.
That's funny.
I kept.
That is funny.
It would have been probably a funny video, but I would have been embarrassed. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. So are we on your channel or my channel?
Mine. Mine.
This is why.
Oh, Nana said it's not healthy to do it all the time, but dogs prefer it because it's more fatty and tastes better to dogs. So occasionally as a treat kind of meal.
I was watching this I was watching a doctor, like a vet, who said he actually gave his dog by accident a lot of like liver treats to his dog, and he said it shouldn't be more than like a tablespoon per cup of food that you feed a day. And so like I know that Norton gets 3 cups of food, he would get 3 tablespoons. I was giving him way more, and he said like it has a lot of minerals. It's really healthy in small doses, but in the doses I was giving them, it's not good. So I laid off. I need to like cut. I was giving them sometimes like a big whole liver, and it would have been like 2 or 3 days worth. So I was kind of overdosing them. Gotcha. That's the problem when you make your own food, that you really have to figure stuff out. Because he gave his dog like a fatty liver, and it started to act like it wasn't feeling well.
Oh, okay.
He's a vet.
Hey, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Thank
Hi,
you, Jessica. So, and if you don't give her a small enough piece, she'll just turn her head. She won't eat it. So she's finicky, very finicky.
I would get her the food that you feed the other dog, and I would probably put a little bit of like, personally, I would put probably like a little bit of like warm water or broth that you made, something that has no onions, and then just put it in a blender or a food processor and like make it more like manageable for her. They always say like no healthy dog would starve themselves to death. A dog will eat eventually. Kind of sad. You want them to enjoy.
Yeah.
I was buying rotisserie chicken at the end of when Trixie wasn't hungry or not acting like she didn't want to eat. I figured let her last few meals be really tasty.
Yeah.
Anyway. Someone said to me, "Did your dogs ever taste steak?" And I'm like, if I had leftover like food that I wasn't going to eat, I will, if it's not like onions, I'll give it to them. Or raisins, but you know what I mean? If it's like a piece of meat, I give it to them. I cut it up and they get tastes.
Oh yeah. Mine's had steak.
I say waste not, want not. And for a really long time, I was avoiding giving them like leftover food. And I'm like, why am I throwing proteins in the garbage? It's kind of dumb.
Oh, that's nice, Jessica.
It is nice.
Cool.
I went dumpster diving. And the dumpster smelled so bad that all the stuff that we took out that was really in good condition, it needed to be like
washed.
Packages. Like, we only found like a bag of potatoes and we found like a bag of apples, but I had to get them out of that bag.
Yeah.
And that smell, stayed with me for some
Oh,
reason.
well, a rotten potato smells horrible.
I'm going to tell you, it was dumpster smell. And there was nothing visibly rotten about anything that we took, if you know what I mean. Like we didn't go crazy with it, but apparently they throw a lot of really good stuff in the garbage. I mean, that you could utilize. And the lady I was with was the Amish lady, and I said, you can feed your pigs. Like she has pigs, like they would eat anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if it starts to, if you have a mushy tomato, give it to the pig.
Yeah. Wow. You know who usually throws a lot of food like that? Aldi's.
Yes. And apparently I don't even want to say it. I feel like if you tell and somebody snitches on the store and says, people are going and taking it out, then it's going to stop. But we were conscientious, like we were looking for signs that said no trespassing or don't, and we only went to 2. And
I bet they were excited, Jessica. Definitely. You give back, it comes back to you.
There's a homeless shelter in New Jersey, and they were like very fussy about their donations, which I understand to some extent. They were saying, please make it in season, please wash it, please make sure it's not like ripped to shreds.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I don't know why people would donate like really, really like ripped up clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's just wrong. Totally wrong.
And I asked the food shelter guy, would you take stuff that people might have found like in a dumpster? And he's like, what are you talking about? I go, like, what if people find like snack cakes? Would you take the individual wrapped up snack? He goes, yeah. He goes, but nobody asked me that question before. So he was all like, he goes, we take donations like within 6 months of the best by or the use by date. I mean, not dairy, obviously, or meat, but like cans.
Yeah. Nana, I'm in my temporary office at Marie's house. I did put shelves behind me, so that might be why it looks different. Same room that I had the last maybe a week or 2.
So I'm
trying to make it my own, but hey, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Nana. I don't know if I said hi to Nana. And Melanie J. Hi. How are you?
Hey, Melanie.
Well, it was so windy here that part of my roof blew off. Technically.
That's not good. No. I know Teresa said it was windy over there too.
We walked out and Tony's like, what's that? He's like, oh, that's not good. I'm like, no, it's not.
Dang.
I said, now we have to find out where the shingles are from. And I'm like, you better go up there and fix it. He goes, why? Because I don't think one will cause a problem. I'm like, I don't want to take a chance. It's like, once you have a leak, it's like it's a trickle down ruination of everything.
Right. Yeah.
Then you got bad ceilings, you got mold. I don't want it.
Yeah, you don't want tiny leak is a big deal.
Yeah. I had a little leak I swear it was from getting that satellite dish, and then they took it away, and then I re-roofed it was like a sun porch like I'm in now, kind of, and unfortunately, well, Nana,
the Amish put a metal roof.
I would love that, Nana, but there's just no money now for it. I think if they're around at least 20,000, and we have to wait a while before we can do major. We're like, we're kind of like tapped out right now. But I would like that. I would, it would be nice. But there's the metal roof on the garage, but they didn't do the walls right, and that's another issue. It almost looks like they put the walls like right into the ground in the back, and it like the plywood inside is rotting away at the bottom, and it's like I can't deal with all this. Everything has an issue. But you know, the Amish people, there's 2 Amish brothers that it's only money,
Gee.
I'll make more. Oh, I don't know how I'll make more. I haven't been doing anything to make money. But I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it's I have to get rid of. I have to make that other house. We have to do something. We're going back next week again to and who is it, John, who's saying make 4 boxes? My husband's like, every day you have to make a bag that you're throwing away. And I'm like,
Oh,
and I'm going, I'm not throwing away everything. He goes, but you're throwing away some stuff and you have to make bags. I'm like,
oh, Nana said it's not that high. They just had one.
well, it wasn't 20,000, because that's what everybody around here was saying. If it's like the same price as a regular roof, we pick metal for sure. But you know, the roof that's here isn't that old. I mean, it's supposed like the guy up the hill who's kind of, you know, he's the community leader. He said they just put that roof on. You don't need a new roof yet. So
Right. Hi, Jessica.
it'll just get a repair at this point. But I'm not the kind of person that wants to, like, I won't skimp on a roof. I might skimp on some food.
She said maybe it would be about 8.
Really? Not the realtor was telling me who buys stuff and flips. He said, he goes, yeah, they're around 20 grand. But if it's around 8, yeah, that seems like incredibly reasonable, because the regular roofs in my area are going for about 12. Yeah, there's these 2 Amish brothers, and they're about 35 miles from here. And they said that they'll put roofs on in a 35-mile radius. And a lot of people were singing their praises, saying that they were fast and good and, you know, very, very fair. So, I mean, I would do it. I don't want to have to worry about that as I get older. I just want to, like,
Right.
deal with life. Make sure I got food, medicine, healthcare, you know, dog food. And that's that.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm going to start canning, though.
When you start canning chicken, I don't know, Susie.
Well, you see, there's like in New Jersey, there used to be, well, I guess it's because of that poultry issue, but like they used to always have chicken for 99 cents a pound. And over here, no way. But it's getting to be like, if you find the sale meat of the week, we just have, now we're down to like 1 time a week eating the meat. Whatever. Yeah, they really are amazing workers. And if it was, I don't know what your footprint was, but 8,000 is very reasonable. I still don't have 8,000 to spend, but that is very reasonable compared to.
Yeah, because we paid $7,500 on our old house to have a new roof.
I got quotes for my house in Jersey, and this was years ago. And one guy said like 8,000, and one guy said 12,000. And I said to him, "You don't like doing roofs, do you?" And he laughed. And he goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "If you're gonna quote me a price that's like that much more than everybody else, I'm thinking you don't like doing it, or you're probably just trying to rip people off." But you know what I mean? Like anyway, he was charging a lot.
Yeah,
all right.
she's.
I mean, because there were a few things we wanted to do, like the mini splits for air conditioning and heat, and the generator, and the roof. Well, the roof was not on the list, so it'll probably just get repaired. But there's a big water tank in the basement. It's leaking, and everything we look at is between 5 and 10,000. 5 and 10,000. It's like,
yeah, adds up.
And we want to get a wood burning instead of a gas burning fireplace in the living room, so that just in case there's no heat, we can have a cozy couple rooms.
Hey, Sleeping Bee.
You could always find wood around here, but you can't always get propane or electricity. Apparently, we had
It's hot in here. I'm fixing to put the air on.
Really?
Really?
We had real feel 19 this morning.
I don't know. It's 67 right now.
Wow.
At least.
I would.
That's what
that sounds like vegetable growing weather, almost.
Let's see. Actually, it's 70 right now.
70.
Feels like 76.
Wow. Hey, Sleeping Bee.
And it's supposed to rain this afternoon. My husband, I don't know what he looks at. Mine says rain. He said his didn't say any rain. Oh, wait, I'm looking at the wrong day. Okay. But I do know it says 70. Feels like 76.
That's summer weather. You guys you went from like winter to summer in a week.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sometimes we have 4 seasons in one day.
Yeah, I agree with Nana. I would open the windows at 70, maybe. It depends on how humid it was.
Yeah, Marie's in there sleeping. She worked last night, so I can't go in there and open her windows. She'll start sweating and wake up. Oh, wow.
Yesterday we started out with drizzle rain. It wasn't so bad, but it turned to snow.
I'm going to see what it's on. Look, I got shorts on today. Oh.
And then we could see the clouds of snow like approaching. And when we got off the highway, it seemed like on the left side of the road, it was snowing really hard. And over us, it wasn't. And so I'm like, it's kind of crazy. And then it started snowing everywhere. It was kind of fun to watch. I mean, if you don't mind. But there's not a whole lot of snow now. And it wasn't above freezing, so I don't know why it went away.
Put the fan on. I put it on air, but it says it's 68 in here.
Ashley, where are you? What state are you in? Oh, you see, Nana is cooler than
Nana's in Florida, that's why.
Mm-hmm. 78. See,
that's our high for today, 78.
That feels kind of hot for me. I must have got used to the cold because people were saying I'm like really freezing. And when in the summer, in August, when we stayed here for like a few nights, we went outside at night and it was in the 50s. And I said, it's in the 50s here at night?
In Washington State.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the same. Our low is 64, our high is 78. I had to put the fan on.
Anyway, it's like now I'll go out. It's like 10 degrees and I'm cold, but I'm not like, I was colder when it was summer and 58 than now. I got kind of used to it, I suppose. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I have to bring my sister-in-law out, and that's going to be tugging on the wheelchair and everything. So I'll be sweating to do that.
Yeah.
I'll bring Thomas so he can help me.
There you go.
I have yarn behind me. I wonder what that was I was sitting on.
I'm finding yarn everywhere now.
I know.
And art supply.
I finished the other tic-tac-toe game last night.
Oh, good.
So I'll send one to Chelsea and then one to the other two.
I was trying to do, I want to do like a wider triangle. The triangle that we learned is like a perfect triangle. So it's going to have to be really long to be like wide for me. Mm-hmm. So I would like it to be like more squat.
Oh, sorry. Hold on. I got to take this.
Okay. So I want to learn how to make it. Hi, Becky. I want to learn how to make it like more squat, more obtuse. I don't know. My husband would know the terminology. But anyway. I know. Well, yarn is really expensive. That's all I'm going to say. And it's getting to be more expensive. It went up like 25% from like one shipment to the next. It's a lot. I'm going to go to that discount store. If you like yarn, they had this sort of like big skeins for $5. That's a deal. So, Suzy's question. Okay. Oh, am I ever going to do auctions again? Perhaps, but not until everything is settled down, because I can't think straight at this point. I'm very stressed out about selling my house, getting it ready for sale, and fixing up this house. So I just can't. Well, I don't know if I just can't. It's just like, for instance, for a long time, I couldn't even locate my shipping scale, and my part of my computer is there and I'm here. It's too much for me. So I don't know. But I probably should. I should do pick a project. Like, oh, I need generator money. I'm going to do an auction. Oh no, there was a Joann's in New Jersey. I have not seen a whole lot of anything over here. Honestly, what's that store that you always said it's something with John? Big Lots. Big Lots is going out of business near us. I'm saying near us, it's like 10 miles away.
Everywhere. Ours is too.
And so they said sales up to 30% off. And you go in, and then this one said, no discount here, no discount here. And something I found, they said 5% off. And I'm like, come on.
Right.
Like,
I was my niece. She's freaking out because that LSU picture she had for the benefit.
Mm-hmm.
She said it was going to cost her like $400 to ship.
No.
I said, bring it to me. I'll pack it. She went to UPS store. I'm like, no. Bring it here. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I would freak out about that too. I mean, I've shipped.
She says at that point, I'll just give the lady her money back because it's not,
I get it. Yeah, she can't afford it. It's not.
And then they want to charge $100 to pack it. I'm like, no, I'm going to buy some pool noodles. And Definitely. You put it around it.
Yeah, no.
Lots of bubble. I know, right? Ours is only 30% off. And it's like most of the stuff is not on sale. Like,
what?
Yeah.
I know. My husband wanted a candy bar, and it was like nearly $2. And I thought, that's not even a discount. I mean, it's supposed to be a discount store. And they're selling stuff for more than like all the others. There was down the road a piece. There was a Dollar Tree. We could have had it,
Yeah. Right. She said she looked on Pirate Ship. Yeah, it was that big LSU picture. She said she looked on Pirate Ship and it was like $400. So, because she went to UPS to get a picture box, and I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna Frankenbox a box. And we're going to use pool noodles.
She didn't get it, right? I mean,
No, she didn't. She called me like freaking out. And she goes, Nanny, I'm going to have to cancel and get the lady her money back. And I'm like, no, let me try first and see. So, I mean, she doesn't have packing materials. So.
When the last time I bought a painting, and it was somebody's painting, they put cardboard down, the first layer. And then they put bubble. And It was fine. It was.
You know, I was watching somebody who, what was his name? Don. He did a lot of antique things and ephemera, and I haven't watched him in so long. Anyway, he would take bunches and bunches and bunches of grocery bags, and put it on top of the picture. Then he would bubble wrap it. It acted as like a cushion. And then he would, I forgot what he used on the corners, but I packed that other thing with pool noodles and then the box. It worked like a charm. And I saw Dollar Tree's got some pool noodles, so.
Well, yeah, it could cost $60. I don't know what the person paid. It might almost be equal.
I think she paid 70-ish, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, it would kind of stink for her to not be able to actualize any kind of like money from selling it. I mean, I'm not going to say like, I'm sure the person would be understanding, but in this instance, if it's going to be that much, I would be understanding.
Yeah. And the lady who bought the picture is very, very kind.
Okay.
And I'll send her an email and let her know what's going on, that we're trying to get it packed. That's why it's late. So she didn't think we're not sending it.
I'm just going to show.
So my brother-in-law had his first chemo and stuff. And when they got home, I called my sister to see how they were doing. She said they were all whipped. I told her, I said, well, you sleep when he sleeps,
Yeah.
To get some rest. But she said he was just wiped out.
Yeah. No, it's it's very exhausting for even the family, and nerves, having to be alert and taking people places all the time.
Right, Greg. Right, Gwen, we can drive it ourselves.
Where was the person who bought it?
I don't know where she lives.
Oh, yeah, it does suck the energy. And I tend to, for me personally, I was self-soothing with food. Like I started, the first time my dad had like medical problems, I was really doing well with diet. And the first thing I did after hearing about what happened to him, I went out and had French fries. And I'm like, not good. But,
No.
Now I wouldn't even think twice about eating French fries. But, not like a whole, I'll eat a couple. But.
Oh, she lives in Iowa, Sleeping B-side.
Iowa, huh? That's in the middle. It's straight north. You might could. It would only cost you like $300 in gas. Right?
I would love to take a little road trip.
That would be nice. I feel like I'm taking so many road trips back and forth. It's like, ugh.
I don't know how far Iowa is from Louisiana.
Someone could Google it. Google.
Let's see. Hey, Google. How far is Iowa from Louisiana?
Louisiana is 1,012 miles away from Iowa by car.
15 hours and 12 minutes.
Wow. You could come here for the same amount of hour.
I know, right?
Pretty much. Yeah, that would be a long trip.
Yeah, that would be a long trip.
We wanted to go to Louisiana when we were in Mississippi, but we were in sort of like the top part of Mississippi, and it would.
I need that magical. I need that magical unicorn to go ride.
When are they going to have transportation like in Star Trek? That would be so convenient.
Or the Jetsons.
Yeah, really. Oh,
I don't know.
Not going to happen. Well,
my stuff looks crooked, doesn't it? The shelves look like.
Well, I wasn't even thinking about it, so I wouldn't worry about it. I think, like, look at the perspectives. Like, even the ceiling behind me looks crooked because
no, the ceiling looks straight. The shelves look crooked.
Kinda, but not like that bad. It doesn't look like these are gonna roll off.
Hey,
What
Zeus.
DSF coffee. What is Nana Tink writing? For me, it looks like, oh, she put paw prints. I see here. Here is different from there.
Wait. What are you looking at?
You know, whatever the commands are, it was like : dash DSFPAW. I guess it's computer language for
Coffee? Spell it out, Nana.
Hi, Zeus.
I sure could use some coffee right now. Maybe Sean will fix me some.
I found out that
pizza for breakfast.
This is sad, but coffee doesn't always agree with me. And
Suzy put herself in the corner. She is in the corner.
I'm in a corner. I am in the corner. I'm in the front corner. I'm okay with that.
Oh, wow. My thing is up and somebody's making chocolate dump cake.
A chocolate dump? You
mean
mean like
she said road trip, travel, coffee.
Travel, coffee. But then if you travel with the dogs, Norton is now.
I'm sending Sean a text message to see if he's going to fix me some coffee.
He whines in the car now. I don't know. So we stop. It works. Like we pull off at the next exit and walk him. And apparently there's no emergency. He's just, maybe he gets nauseous. Should I try the Benadryl? I feel like I don't want to. I mean, I know it's not poisonous, but I'm wondering if it will settle. One of the vets that I had told me to try Benadryl in the car because Trixie used to throw up in the car. So, and I got her I put some Benadryl. She was okay. And then she eventually started loving going in the car. So, because it meant like the reward was going to a dog park or somebody's house. And she liked that.
And I sent him some coffee emojis.
She walked back and forth and back and forth and back and forth the whole time. I said, if we drove across country with that dog, she would walk the 3,000 miles.
Yeah, I have to give Bella Benadryl to go to the groomer.
Well, that's good that you enjoyed it.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I'm going to give.
Well, I usually use Community Breakfast Blend, but they had a food giveaway my mom went to, and they gave the big, 24 pack of Folgers K-Cups.
Okay.
So I'm using that because my coffee pot died, and the one I had two. I had my Ninja that I liked. It used regular coffee grounds, and it made 1 cup. Well, she gave me her other Ninja, but it makes either a pot or a K-cup. So now I had to. Yeah, I usually don't like it, but it wasn't so bad.
I used to have a Costco very near to me in Jersey. In Pennsylvania, it's an hour and 20 minutes, so I canceled my membership.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not going to go.
Right. No. If I go to Baton Rouge, it takes me almost an hour to get there, but in Kenner, it's about 30 minutes.
I finally found, this is sad, and it's going to sound funny. We went out for lunch yesterday for burgers, and I found a place I like, finally.
Yeah. Yeah. I usually use a medium roast, Claudette, but I think this one might be a dark roast. It's not bad.
I think I like mild. Like I like the breakfast blend, and it's like very hot. It's mellow, smooth coffee. The strong coffee in my body acts like dynamite. I feel like it just like irritates everything.
Yeah. I mean, look, here they make coffee so strong your spoon can stand up in it. And it's like it's when it's that strong, to me, it tastes like you're eating an ashtray or something. That's
It's
what
like it's bitter, and there's
it's
like
nasty.
acid and bitter, and that stuff doesn't agree with me.
Yeah. And then the chicory, I don't like chicory. They use that a lot here. I don't like chicory.
I liked it for 10 minutes, and then I'm like off. I'm off coffee. I like the smell of it, and I do like it, but it doesn't like me.
Yeah.
And
Now, I had picked up some coffee for Johnny because he asked me to pick him up some coffee. Now, he mixes the chicory with the different ones he was saying. So,
well, I just put very weak Earl Grey tea
yeah.
in here, and then I sip on this now, and it's enough caffeine for me. I'll tell you that much. My brain is like a pinball.
Yeah. I also say I don't like Folgers, but it wasn't bad. It's not my coffee of choice. Community is my favorite coffee. Now, I have had like the K-Cups. It was a Starbucks blonde roast. That was pretty good. Or the Italian dark roast is good too.
You're better off, Jennifer, in the long run.
Yeah. My husband hates it. He hates the smell of it. Joanne says she likes Maxwell House. I don't think I've ever tried Maxwell House.
That's the one. The breakfast blend of Maxwell House that's really my go-to favorite coffee. I love the way it smells. Smells so if it doesn't have that good smell, it's a bad batch. And I am not. I got a big can of grounds from Aldi, and I didn't like it. And then I tried it about, they usually say like if you keep using it, you get kind of used to it. And I did, but when I drink real coffee after drinking the tea, it hurts my stomach. So
yeah,
I'm careful.
I don't drink it all day. Usually, most days I have just my 1 cup in the morning. But like right now, I could use some coffee, and he is ignoring me. How dare he?
It's just
yeah. And McDonald's, like at McDonald's, not just their brand, is really good coffee. They have good coffee. It's cheaper than going to one of the coffee places.
When I worked in Manhattan, I would stop at the McDonald's, and their coffee was really good back then.
Yeah, I like cold coffee too. Angie,
Hi,
how you feeling, girl?
Hello, Angie. I hope you're feeling better. The last time I went to McDonald's for coffee, though, I wanted to try one of those flavors, and the only thing sugar-free they had was French vanilla. And she said,
yes, at Dunkin' too.
How much do you want? And I said, I'm getting a large. I'm going to need like almost 6 squirts. And she said, the coffee's going to be like $10. I'm like,
God.
I'm like, no.
Hey, Lindsay.
No, I'm not. Hi, Lindsay. I'm like,
Ann.
She's like, we charge like per squirt. I'm like, forget it.
I'm calling him and asking him, where's my coffee?
Like, oh, hi, Ann. Lindsay, Ann, and Angie.
Lindsay.
Everybody.
You got my text message?
Lindsay, Ann, Angie.
You want me to fix my coffee, please? I need it. My cup's in the room. Bye, honey. Bye. Love you. He's coming. I said, you got my text message? He said, yeah.
Well.
He was just going to say, yeah.
And it's like, so. My husband likes when you're direct. In a way, I walk down the supermarket aisles and I say, do you like this? He says, are you saying you want to get it? Just get what you really want. Like, don't ask me. I'm not going to give you permission. He's like, you're a big person. You're a big lady. And if you really want something, just get it. And I'm
oh, no, Ann, what happened?
What happened?
Do tell.
Yeah, they charged me. Well, not squirter, but squirt.
Or squirt.
Yep. pump.
Now, you know, for a treat, I like the frozen mochas at Dunkin'.
Now, if you go to like the stores around here, like the gas station, like Sheets, you could probably take home a whole. You could fill the whole cup with that flavoring stuff and go out. They don't look at you.
What, baby?
You don't say you can have like
Use the
only one squirt.
thing.
Hi, Robin.
And just, oh, you got physical therapy and the nurse coming today. Oh, good. Tell them don't wear you out too much, Angie. Hey, Robin.
Yeah, I guess there's like words. There's words that you say, and sometimes it's like, okay, double entendre.
Right. But they do charge you, like, you know, if you want 2 pumps of espresso or 2 pumps of this.
But okay, that's kind of different. I mean, I'm just saying, if you go to like the regular stores around here and you want to fix your coffee the way you want, like if you want it with like
What, baby?
a cup of milk and a cup of coffee and it's a 2-cup glass, they don't care. But I was once at a diner and I said, I like my coffee really light. I go, do you have milk instead of the cream? And they charged me for the glass of milk. And I'm like, I don't
Wait, let me go show him how to. Be right back. Ow, the folders. No. Oh, you have to put the coffee on first.
It was a pump, and I said squirt because my brain works like that. Pump of pre-flavor, and those flavorings to me, they don't always taste right. Just saying. Oh, pumping and squirting. Okay. Yeah, tell what. Oh, you all. Where are your minds? In the gutter. Anyway, you're.
Sorry.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. She said she was concerned because he was flying to DC and her heart dropped because there was some news probably.
Yeah, they had a plane crash.
Yeah, I would be nervous. That's understandable. Hi,
Hey, Janet. Long time no see. Hey, Gwen.
Hi,
I don't know
Gwen.
if I told Gwen hello.
We could say hello twice.
You know what? Sometimes Dunkin' is so inconsistent because they had new management. So they used to put the chocolate drizzle on the cup and then on top. Well, I go there one day and there was no chocolate nowhere. Like no cup, no top. Oh, well, we got new management. They said, don't put it. And then sometimes I go and it's just in the cup. Or sometimes I go and it's just on the top. It's crazy. What, baby?
That is crazy. And people should understand that if you're going.
I drank the peach one.
Anyway, you know, if you talk to the said management and say, I was coming here for 3 years and I like it this way and you've changed it and now I'm not going to come back.
Well, now they'll probably charge you for the drizzle and they'll charge you for the crazy.
Pretty soon they're going to charge you to just show up. I don't know. Stupid.
Yeah, but you know, that's the only sugar-free one they have too in coffee is the vanilla. At Dunkin'. My shirt's falling off of me.
I don't like that stuff so much.
Tuck it. Precious, stop licking.
My husband doesn't like coffee. He likes coffee if it has lots of caramel in it. And then it's not coffee anymore. It's really a candy in a liquid form. So
you put that Ghirardelli chocolate caramel in it.
Mm-hmm. He loves like it's like a milkshake then. But otherwise he likes plain tea. And someone said, like, he went to a place and he goes, can I have a cup of tea? And they go, they bring him this box and it had all of these herbal teas. He goes, I just want a cup of tea. I want regular tea. You got tea? I only want tea. Please give me tea. And he's like, and the guy was laughing. Look at her. She's
licking me to death, Lindsay. I don't need a bath from Precious.
Put little. You gotta put little bows on her hair, over her ears.
She don't want me to put a bow. Wait, look, I got this.
You got a little clip.
She's like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Just you got to be closer to the ear hair.
Well, I know, but
get her used to it. Put a headband on. And now she looks like she has like a little mohawk. It's cute.
There we go. Are you gonna leave it?
Now she look pretty. When she had the long beard, I said she looks like she got a Santa beard. She needs a little red hat. She looks like she's smiling.
You smiling for them? Are you smiling?
Probably not, but it looks like it.
No. I don't know that I like her long ears.
But I like it. But you know, she's not my dog. And the more they can look like a stuffed animal to me, the happier I am. But you know. So
right.
Oh, I saw.
Oh my God, honey, thank you so much.
Golden doodle in a car.
I got coffee. Thank you. Appreciate
this golden
you.
doodle had a haircut that made its face look like a stuffed animal, and I thought, I wanted to knock on the lady's window and say, "Where did you get this dog groomed?" And I didn't. I said, "Oh, stop!"
Well, a lot of them do the little teddy bear faces on them.
I love that. Anyway.
Well, no, she's got, you remember, Jennifer, she's got the little pointy ears. They just left her ears end here. This is all just hair hanging. They left them long.
Do you brush it? Do you have like a conditioner and then you could no more tangles kind of thing?
Yeah, I don't bathe her. She goes to the groomers.
My dogs are due for a bath. And Tony's like, can't you just do it in the shower? And I'm like, me, do it in the shower. And my back, I go, we should take them to Tractor Supply has a dog wash area in there. And it's like $10 a dog. And the tubs are like higher up so you don't have to bend over. And you leave all the dog hair there. So that's
right.
kind of a bonus.
Yeah. Because I would totally mess it up, Jennifer. Take this out your hair, baby. Because your daddy's going to take it out when he comes anyway.
We got people talking about so many different things in the chat.
I know.
I see cat poo, Dunkin' Donuts, cut off dog hair. It's like, okay. You have a groomer? Well, I haven't priced out the grooming in a really long time, but it's going to be a lot for Norton because he's probably 70 to 75 pounds. And
she says not me, Bonbon does.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he's a big boy. Jennifer. And he doesn't like when people touch his feet now that he had a nail that broke high up, and I had it was just an ordeal, this dog with his nails.
Yeah. Mine were in such bad shape they charged me $200 for both of them.
$110 every 2 months. Well, that's quite a lot of money for grooming. But if you want her to be groomed a certain way, that's probably
yeah. Well,
that's
Jennifer,
right.
To answer your question, I saw what she did pressures last time because she didn't have enough training yet. So no.
She looked like
and she's not in that field anymore. So
she looked like a whole different dog. I really would like Norton to get a professional groom, just
like every maybe 6 months to clean up his
feet
stragglers.
Fast. See, my husband loves like the weird floofy feet, and I'm like, it's not good. I can't see like when I try to cut the nails and
it's not good for them to have.
No, it's not
at the bottom of their feet because it can cause them to slide and get injured and stuff.
I did it not that long ago, a couple weeks ago. It's already like a half inch longer. I don't even know why their hair's on the feet
It is a lot of money. My son paid for him to get groomed this time. He was so sweet.
Well,
that was very kind of him.
If I might be able to just do like a pedicure on the dog, but they need right now. The dog needs like everything. It needs a wash, and I don't know. I tried to do the feet, but they look kind of ratty.
Yeah, if I go over 2 months, then they're too bad, and she charges me way too much.
$55.
I mean, it's worth every penny because she has a lot more work to do. But it's harder on like Bella, especially because she was matted with the move and everything. We weren't brushing her like we should have. And she came home with bloody diarrhea because she was so anxious. And that happened once before. We had taken her to the vet and they did all kind of tests. And then that was the result, anxiety and gastritis from the anxiety. And it went away like in a day. So
you need to ask for like grooming tranquilizers. So you could give one 40 minutes before you go or something.
I give her like a couple Benadryl. She's so big.
But it didn't work.
It'll help a little bit. Yeah, they say you're not supposed to shave 2 coated dogs.
My dog is not supposed to get like a lot of hair cutting, but it could get like around the butt, like a little bit of help maybe. And the feet. The feet need help. And the lower legs. See, so it becomes like something. I don't want him around I mean, his head's fine. His neck's fine. Yeah, Nana, it saves a lot of money.
Right.
I mean, I feel like if I could do something, I don't want to pay for it. Yeah. But lately, like with my back hurting and shoulder hurting, I'm like, I'm going to just take the dogs.
Speak of dogs. Come on. Want to come say hello?
Some dogs my dogs are very scared of people touching their feet and any kind of tools. Roxy's really uptight about everything.
Get away from my yarn.
But the one that said that, okay, if it's over $100, that's a lot. Oh boy. And there's probably some groomer around here that might say, like, if I'm not busy, I'll do it for, $50.
No.
But it's usually, if you go to like a PetSmart, I don't even know where there is one, but if I drive like a half hour, I'll probably, find one.
Sneak peek of Bella.
I still think she looks good. She looks kind of.
I mean, they had to cut her top knot and we shaved her ears, but she'll be back poodleish before you know it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yes, you will.
Poodleish. Yes, you will. Poodleish. She's going to be delish. Poodleish. Delish.
Don't wipe your dog eye boogers on me. I'm going to mute and holler for Thomas real quick.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big savings, Nana. I knew people who had disposable income who still did their own dog because they thought it's like a lot easier sometimes to just sit down when you're in the mood and shave the dog or whatever you do, clip it, and just her dog was Precious size, so it's a lot easier to deal with a Precious dog than.
Well, Precious would be easier to groom than
Bella.
So I had a black poodle. He wasn't as big as Bella, and I groomed him. It took 3 of us to like talk to him and stuff to calm him down. Well, he looked like he had the mange by the time I finished with him.
I'm sorry, mange.
I had to hide him in the house for like 3 weeks.
That's funny.
Poor baby. He looked terrible. I swore I would never do it again. I said, Garrett, we need to groom the dogs. You want me to do it? He goes, no.
When Norton gets really long hair, I noticed that he kind of needs, it's not really 100% sanitary, but when his lower region hair is really long, it should be shorter. And Tony's like, I don't like the way it looks when you cut. And I'm like, okay. And I said, point blank, he just peed on his own hair. I'm like, I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, well, you need like the sanitary groom.
Yeah, there you go. I'm like,
and then sometimes I have to do that in between. Like if I let them go too long, I'll have to do like clip around certain areas.
yes, the Tractor Supply is $10. And then if you have some kind of frequent bather thing, they'll give you a free bath after like 20
Oh,
baths.
so they have an area where you can bathe your own dogs?
Yeah, it's like they have a ramp or steps, and the tubs are higher up than your tub at home, so you're not like bending all.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I have a sink that is really long and high, and it would be perfect for Precious. And I asked her, did you get that to groom the dogs? And she said, yeah, because she had poodles. But it wouldn't be good for Norton, even no matter what, because he would be trying to get away. And
You take Precious too?
if he needs like one twice that size for sure. Fur pants. Yeah, the fur pants.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know they had that there.
A lot of
spot on my
you just look and see, because some of them don't, but some of them do. The one that's like 10 miles from here, maybe it's not easy to, we have to drive all the way through the farmland and then go that way. So it takes maybe 20 minutes, but like I'd be willing to drive there and just try. The thing in the back of the truck, like the hammock, is so loaded up with dog hair. I'm gonna have to put like a sheet down. I mean, I could shake it out, but I don't know.
You got a shop vac, you can vacuum it?
I'll ask Tony, because
I wouldn't do it with a regular vacuum, but
our vacuum is
you're pulling my clothes off.
I think he took my shop vac from Jersey here, and I would have preferred him keeping it there because we need to fix up that house. But whatever. I don't remember what project he thought we needed it for here. I'm just watching all the birds fly by. There's a lot of birds.
I didn't even open the blinds in here today.
It's a lot of birds. A lot of them. If I wish this room was climate controlled, I would make this little room my art studio.
Well, you can always put one of those little mini splits in there.
I can do like people say, if you got money, you can get honey. I don't know. I don't have the money.
Couldn't you use one of those little portable air conditioners?
Yeah, and I could actually. There are,
because they have the ones that also have heat with it. Well, we had those when our central went out. We had bought one of those for our bedroom.
We have some of them upstairs, like the one in the.
They kind of roll around and you put them out the window.
Yeah, we have two of them in this house.
Okay.
And with the house, they don't really do a great job. We really need like a good working window one, but I probably could put a window one. There's a big screen, but yeah, I could do the one like you said. I could do that. See if we got the mini split. If we ever got it, I'd have to.
If it's not a real big room, it might handle it.
The thing about this room is, like, when I want quiet, I need to shut the door, and then it defeats the purpose of having like heat or air conditioning. I have a little heater. That's easy enough. And I didn't
know that's what they were called. When I moved into my shop, there was nothing in there. So he ended up putting that in for me, and it works well.
Did he do it himself? Because you can do them yourself.
No, I mean, he hired somebody.
The guy who, the last house we looked at, we got a quote for air conditioning, like the mini split for the whole house. And it was over 20 grand. It was $24,000. And I'm like, everything is so expensive.
Well, this is just one little one that he, put in for that. My office is not that big.
If we're going to do this house, we're going to do this house. It's going to be like, we'll probably need 2 units, and I would want them upstairs and downstairs. And let me tell you, I would rather be cold than hot.
Hey, look.
I don't like being hot.
She wants to see out the window. She just sticks her little snout. Wait, shit. You can't see out, Belle. She had her little snout stuck underneath the under the blind.
Okay, you can lift them up an inch for her.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lift it for her. Thomas, can you lift the blind for Bella, please? I'm in the process of unpacking a bunch of boxes.
Hey, Miss Suzy.
Hi, how are you?
You can say hello to everybody else too. Oh, look, Bella, you can see everything now. Oh, he's open. Ooh,
what is she talking about? Should have had the something.
No, you can close mine a little bit.
My husband did it.
Okay, it's good. They said, "Hey, Thomas."
Hi.
Hi, Thomas. Yeah, they.
I'm walking my scale.
I didn't walk with the kid.
Well,
You coming with us, right?
I'm the kind of person that would
Mm-hmm.
probably want to, like, no matter what, wash down the tubs my dogs would stand on. Because, but I would rather.
Hey, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
Left wrong. What time after this?
Mhm.
All right.
So I don't know what to do about the dark coloring my hair.
Well, I don't know, honey. What are you gonna do?
I don't know, because even if I take a piece from the back, it's not the same color as right here. And I'm worried my hair is going to fade to green. And I don't want green hair. If it faded to green, I'd probably just then I'd start with purple or something weird. And I'm
I
going
was gonna
to
say you have to use some purple in it to.
the opposite of green is red. So if you want to go browner, you usually have to start off with a red shade. And they didn't have one demi or semi-permanent, whatever, the ones that wash out supposedly in 28 shampoos. They didn't have one that was like a red. And I didn't want a full dark brown or black. So it's such a change.
Yeah. Oh, Denise, my niece called. She was having issues packing your picture. So she's going to bring it to me and I'm going to pack it. That's why you haven't gotten notice that it was shipped yet.
And there was more to it.
Well, yeah. Well, when she was going to ship it, it was going to be $400 to ship. And I'm like, no, that's not right. So I told her, bring it to me.
Just beware that there's a good chance. Wow. That it is
gorgeous. And it reflects that coach so well. It's, yeah, no. So I told her, bring it to me because she brought it to UPS and I'm like, no.
Yeah, $400 is crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to cost that much. You can be patient. Okay. Just know it's coming.
There was a guy.
We even talked about maybe, driving it up there. No.
There was a guy in Texas. We were looking at a wood burning stove and he said, I'll ship it to you. It's going to cost $400. And I thought, wow, that's a lot of money. But like a painting for $400. But I mean, yeah. This thing
you can get one of those people to drive it there quick, cheaper.
Yeah. I mean, and
you would love that. Yeah, we can all, drive up there. That would be great. We can have a meet up there.
It's too far for me. I'm just saying.
Well, it's 15 hours for me, so
it'd probably be similar for me. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even want to like. I'm so tired of driving back and forth, being in the car now. I mean, I get anxious where there's like trucks all around me, so I'm glued to the phone in the car now, just so I don't have to see the trucks because I need the
Gwen
blinders.
says we can make a
horse.
trail of people to pass it along.
That's
That's
the
a
best
good idea.
It'll be like a video of the traveling painting or artwork.
Hey, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie. Can you find someone who's north of you that's willing to take it?
Let's see. Let's see. I guess that would be, I can take it as far as
Mississippi.
let's see, we find somebody in Mississippi, then we find somebody in maybe Tennessee. I don't know what states it goes to.
Yeah, it is. It's like Mississippi, Tennessee. Then there's like Kentucky.
It's my mom.
You're in Arkansas. Well, how far are you willing to drive? Gwen. Wait, was Gwen the one that bought it? Who was the one that bought it? Oh, it was Denise that bought it. She's way north of Arkansas. Well, hello. It's so quiet. I'm supposed to talk. So you're in Mississippi. So the Mississippi can go to Arkansas. We could get it as far, you probably could get it as far north as Tennessee or maybe Kentucky, right? People are volunteering.
Oh, look, Gwen says I can get to Louisiana to pick it up. That would be such a fun thing.
It would be fun.
Where are you, Gwen?
She said Arkansas.
Oh, okay.
I think she said Arkansas.
I don't look. I'm gonna tell you, like, Teresa told me I don't know my geometry. My geography.
Well, there's someone in Mississippi and someone in Arkansas, and you're all like kind of around the same place. You really should have a meetup because
that would be so fun.
It would be fun for you guys. Like, it's really not that bad. But I mean, I know, like, obviously Angie's not feeling great right now. Probably. I hope you're feeling better, but I don't know if you're up for a road trip. Oh, so the 2 old guys are going.
Okay.
And MO.
That doesn't help me, Denise.
Is that Missouri or is that?
Let's see. Let me.
Is MO Montana or Missouri? I feel dumb.
Oh, Robin says she lives close to Angie.
Okay, well, I'm the one that's. If y'all could go back to Tennessee, I'd like to go back there.
My daughter-in-law's from Tennessee.
I like Tennessee. That state has a lot of. It's like if you're a photographer, it has a lot of like photo opportunities, and there's like mountains on one side, and then there's music on the other side.
Depends on what part of Tennessee you go to. Yeah.
Right. They got the blues in Memphis. They got the country music in Nashville, and they even have liquor if you like that.
That's cool, Denise. Well, you know, the only way I can remember how to get somewhere is if I actually drive it. But like if my husband and I go somewhere, I'm like totally lost. I have to drive it to be able to, you know. Yeah, we've gone like Gatlinburg and stuff like that. That's beautiful there.
See, my husband doesn't like driving to the same place every time. He says he wants to visit states that he's never been to. So that puts a damper on life because, you know.
But, I mean, he's got to realize you haven't been there.
Well, I've been in Maine like 5 times. I still want to go back. I mean, I know I probably won't go
Right.
back now, but now I really love it. So then I
Right.
thought I'd like to see the upper West Coast, maybe, and he's like, he's already been in the lower West Coast. And it's almost like, I'm going to have to go alone. I even told them, I said, maybe I'll just go traveling on my own then. Because if you're not going to come, you could take care of the dogs. I'll go.
There you go.
I'm not that I'm not really the kind of person that would like to stay in a hotel by myself.
Yeah.
I wouldn't sleep well. And I don't really like driving. This is all in my head. Part of me wants to have like the wanderlust and travel everywhere.
Hey.
And the reality part of my crazy brain says,
Uh-uh.
I don't mind stopping off and getting something to eat by myself. I don't like going to a fancy restaurant by myself, but I could do fast food or, you know what I mean? Like,
we were going to my mom's the other day and Marie was driving. She set Waze. I'm like, Marie, you don't know how to get to grandma's from your house? No. She can't get to the house without Waze, or she can't leave the house without Waze. It's not difficult.
Look, what was I going to say? My friend's husband used to do.
That is the postman, Bella.
Listen to this. He did the laundry every week. And he had a cheat sheet card attached to the washing machine. Separate the clothes out, turn it on, put in some detergent. And I said, really? He can't remember from week to week? She goes, he doesn't want to occupy his brain space with a mundane task. And I'm like, if you can't get laundry after like the third time, that's pretty ridiculous. I mean, maybe he has memory hippocampus injury. I don't know what the problem is. There's some
right,
but he's a guy who reads books. He wrote a book. I mean, like, he's not a dum-dum. It's just
Nana, we can airports are difficult to maneuver. I'm just saying. So, that's easy to do, especially our airport. They made the little thing where now you drive on the wrong side of the road to get to.
Okay, I'm willing to go to where Nana lives, I guess. Although I live in a really nice mountainy area over here. We just like we're still with the like my table here is a plant stand, so we don't really have furniture here yet. But anyway.
Well, since they never started my house, who knows how long I'm going to be here. So I told Marie, I'm making my office mine. As mine as I can make it.
Okay. Robin's talking about he can probably read the same books over and over if he doesn't remember the ending. We are at the point, and I don't feel like, well, I sometimes do feel like I have short-term memory issues because, like you walk into the room and you forget, like, why did I come in here kind of thing. But we've watched movies that we saw like 5 years ago and it was like, do you remember it? I go, I remember watching it, but I don't remember anything major that happened. So I'm sort of surprised. And if I enjoyed it back then, I'm going to enjoy it again, I guess. So that's fine with me.
Look, I had to go to Morgan City, which is not maybe an hour or so, maybe about 2 hours from us. And I said, well, I got off this interstate part and I'm like, okay, I can remember that. And when I left, I took the wrong turn to come home. I started crying. I called my husband, hysterical that I was lost in Morgan City. I couldn't find my way. There was no lights. It was dark. He's like, calm down. So he talked me through it and got me back, but I panicked. Because it was night by the time I left. Because I kept telling him, I got to get out of here before it gets dark so I can find my way home.
The first time we drove here in the dark, I was thinking, this is so scary. We couldn't I was going to say we couldn't see where the cows were to make the turn.
Oh, geez.
But they took the cows away. And I said to Tony, why are all the cows gone? And I was thinking because the stream that they drink from froze over. Maybe they sold them.
Right. Oh, take care, Mom, Debbie. Debbie, what's the menu today? You know I'm going to ask. I took some chicken breasts out. I don't know what I'm going to fix.
Today's our meat day. I got chuck meat. I don't know, chuck roast. And I cooked it in the slow
You said
cooker.
truck meat. I'm
No,
like, what
chuck.
the hell is truck meat?
Chuck. And I cooked it in the slow cooker. And that was Norton. Thank you for burping. Anyway, and it tasted pretty good. I tasted it. So that's what we're having today.
I love chuck roast.
It was so good. I wish I could have made double because it was really good. I mean, if you're going through the trouble of doing it.
Hey,
That's reminding me. I need to
Thomas, come get Bella, please. Oh, okay. She goes to Endo today. Well, good luck with that.
Yes, good luck. I'm really worried about going to the Endo. That's why I'm putting it off. I'm scared.
Bella. No, don't you start to. Stop.
It's dumb.
She went out?
No. I'm gonna take her. Come on.
Put her in the living room. Open the window and close the door.
The one is already open.
Okay.
Well, every smart telephone has an app you can download for free, and it's a GPS. So just so you know, if you have smartphone service, you can get Waze.
Yeah, I have Waze. I love Waze.
I'm just saying, don't worry if you have that option. If you have an actual smartphone, you can always download Waze, and it'll tell you how to get to where you're going.
So I put the guy from Chalmette, and Chalmations talk really weird. I put him on my Waze. He's so funny. It's like he's yelling at you almost sometimes. And I went like I wanted to stop somewhere, and he goes, "Oh Lord!" He goes, "Here we go, rerouting."
Your Waze is sassy. That's crazy.
You can download different voices.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know. I guess mine is just like a normal woman voice. Tony put one of his voices Australian, and I said, I really, I don't want the Australian because it's hard enough to find your way when they're speaking English, and it has such
a British guy on mine. He says, "Turn right, take a right."
I don't know. I just want I want it to kind of sound like my ear can hear it, right?
Well, Marie put this guy Dashy, who is a gamer, on hers, and he screams like everything is like. And I'm like, Marie, who is that? I said, he's screaming. She goes, Dashy. I'm like, oh, wow. There you go. That explains it. But the Chalmette guy is so funny.
That is funny.
He goes, so when you get there, he goes, well, you at wherever you were going or wherever you were doing, wherever you wanted to be at, that's where you're at. Comes up with some shit.
That is funny.
Except he doesn't give street names. Some of the voices, it'll say street names included.
I want that because if they say like second left or something and it doesn't say the actual street name, or if it says, mine used to say turn next left, and I would see a left, go, and then it was the one after. And I'd be like, oh.
No, you got to watch the little arrow where it's at.
Well, I can't do two things at once. I'm driving. I don't want to.
Yeah, my guy tells you hook a left. A hooker right.
I'm like, who are you calling a hooker? Anyway.
Hook a left. It just says Chalmette. He's a Chalmatian.
Chalmatian. Isn't it funny how it's almost like a whole different country and we're in the same country? The way people talk.
Hey, my baby, you want potty?
Hooker. Hey, hooker, turn. No, don't be. Who are you calling a hooker?
Hook a left. It should be hook a left, but he's like hook a left. Hook a right. My favorite is though, Oh Lord, here we go again. Rerouting.
That is funny.
But if you hear like any of them, the way they say the street names here, that they just can't. It can't.
I had an Asian woman on the very first GPS I had, and she would say things so strange. And the one that like if there's a Reedsville exit, it's called Reed, Reedville, Reedsville, and she would say, make right turn at Reedsville. So in my head, I always say, oh, you got to take the Reedsville exit, and I said that to somebody local, and she goes, "It's Reedsville." I go, "I actually know. It's just the GPS calls it Reedsville." So, so like I don't know, Reedsville.
Well, in New Orleans, especially, it's really bad. Like the Chapatulas, because it starts with a T. So
now, Scarlett is saying you should hear some of the names in Wales. It's like it's not. It sounds Martian. They're like 30 letters long, and there's no way to pronounce them. I would be I would never find my way in in Wales. I mean, there's a place that has like many over 20 letters long for the area. He moved days after the key was done. Oh. Aw. She had problems with her key.
oh, some of those locksmiths are crazy. Aw.
The dog is looking at the camera. It's cute.
She's a hot mess, is what she is.
She looks like she's like happy.
She's just comfy. She thinks I have to hold her all day long. Like all day long.
You need to have those baby Bjorn things. You can put her in.
I did. I
You
have
did?
one. And
Yeah.
she's like this the whole time.
Also, she is adorable. She's also looking at the camera, which is cute.
Maybe she's looking at the light on the camera.
But it just looks like it's appropriate. It's very cute.
I think she's falling asleep.
That would be funny. Let's all watch.
Her eyes are getting
People
heavy.
they're not going to tune in for us. They're going to tune in for Precious. So, she stopped looking.
She's getting tired.
No, sorry
She
for
went
keeping
party. No, I know.
I have to go like this. Where's my Norton? Oh, he relocated. Is he here? He's behind me. There's my dog. We have painting supplies here. We never finished painting. I don't want to paint. I don't want to do anything. All I want to do is kind of drive around and see the farms and stuff.
Wow, Denise, that's crazy. We have one. My mom had lost her keys, and it had the little, the remote thing. Charged her over $200 for it.
So many times, the ads for these places are so wrong, and where I live here, almost nothing is open on a Sunday except for the gas station. You have to drive to I call it civilization. It's not. I don't know how civilized, but our town is very, well, it's very Amish here. You can't even fish. They have signs posted by the stream. No fishing on Sunday. Okay.
That's when you want to go fishing on a Sunday.
Right. Well, you can't fish there because I guess, I don't know. Do they allow me can I fish on Friday?
Well, but wait, is that considered their land, like the Amish land?
Well, That's probably the thing. Like, there's a little stream down the road, and I guess the farm is the thing about this area too. Is that the lady I drive around, her farm is 45 acres, and then she owns the field on the other side of me, and they're buying up any patch of land that doesn't have a house and it comes up for sale. They're buying it, and then they're going to be like putting animals on it or farming it or something. So anyway, it's like, so they might have, like 5 minutes away, they still might have like a few acres of land.
Right.
So even
Denise
though
wants to
like
know if they have fish police.
well, they even have
What do you think they would do if you were fishing on a Sunday?
They would, I don't know, but I mean, I can't be shunned because I'm not a part of theirs, but I don't want to, cause problems. They have little stands where you could buy like wood, or you could buy hay, or, the only thing they really keep by the road is the wood. And they put a sign up, please don't buy on Sunday.
Wow.
I'm like, okay. And the guy who had the fruit and veggie stand outside, he used to put these tents
to death and it was a Sunday.
What?
I said, what if you were freezing to death and it was a Sunday?
I think if we were freezing to death, they would make an exception. Although my neighbor already told me, the one who has the wood burning furnace outside his house and it pumps like hot water in, he said, if you're ever cold, just come here and you can warm up. So I thought that was very neighborly.
That was sweet.
That was nice. Very nice. And I told Tony, I said, I want to ask him if he's seen any owl. Like if he knows a tree that has an owl. And he said, go and do it. And I go, are you going to come with me? He goes, no. So I'm like, okay. He goes, you're allowed to have friends that I'm not friends with. I'm like, all right, thank you. I don't really want to befriend all the local men, but.
Yeah. Or the dealership will do them for you, Claudette.
What do you mean, the keys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my last car was one of the first times around that they had those like smart keys. And the person who sold me the car said, please do not lose this key. They charge $500 to replace it here. And I was like, yeah. What?
Well, there's no place to start the car with a key in my car. So I said, well, what happens if the battery runs out? You put the key fob in the cubby, like the cup holder, and it'll start.
Oh, even if there's no battery left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, until you can get your battery, I don't know how many times it would do that, but.
The last car I bought, the manual it's so fat. And my husband says, don't you want to read 1,000 pages about your car? I said, no, I want to just drive. I mean, if I can't just drive, then I don't really want that car. Out. But my car's very safety oriented. So it's always beeping at me like, oh, like someone's coming in my blind spot. And then, oh, I'm driving too close to the right because I'm getting away from the truck. And it's like,
you can turn that alarm off, right?
I know I can if I read that book that was 25 pages long. No, it's like this big. So the lady at the dealership said, if you have any questions, come back. But like I'd have to come back already like 5 times because I've already lost like things that she told me because she was saying, oh, if you push this button, you could get to your like Spotify.
Hey, Jeffrey. Right.
Hi, Jeffrey. So you have to like link your phone into your car and then I could like call you by voice.
Right.
But you're the only person that I mean, they think that like I don't even know. Anyway.
Yeah, mine doesn't have that beeping, but I do like that the light comes on your rear view mirror, not rear view, on your side mirrors when somebody is in your blind spot and stuff.
I do like that as well because that was the one thing that, I mean, when I could barely turn my head really far. So
right. That's a good idea, Denise. You should have video recorded when they gave you instructions.
I should have. Oh boy. Oh, I think when I went there, she goes, come back and I'll give you a $20 gas card for sheets. And I said, well, that's a good deal for me. And I never used it.
When we had bought our first Kia, they had a thing you went to one night. They had not like I don't want to say a class, but
An
they
orientation.
told you all about your car. So then they had these questions they would answer you. And if you got the question right, they would give you a free oil change.
That's cool.
We ended up with about 8 free oil changes. So
That's,
it was worth going there.
oh, yeah.
I'm sure she can Google it. And it would
I
be.
can. I mean, yes, for sure.
I would rather that than reading.
But okay, now I'm a fusspot, I guess. I'm sitting close to the wheel, and the rear view mirror on the right side is too far back. Like I kind of needed to be more forward for me, for my body. And I didn't realize that it's hard for me to, like, if I turn to look over there, I'm like paying attention to straight forward. And even the like part of the car that has all the like maps and stuff, it's, for me, it's so small that I don't know. I don't want to spend time trying to focus on it. I need it to talk to me. Anyway, I so far haven't just driven around by myself.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so you remember I was having dental work. I'm changing the subject. I'm jumping ship and changing. They said they'd call me in January. Isn't it the end of January? Anyway, to make an appointment. They made me prepay for 60% for my implant tooth. They have my money and they have not called me back. I want to get my money back. I want my money back. I don't want them holding my money if they're not going to even keep up their end of the promise. And I said, why can't I pay like as we go? I mean, if you want me to pay on the way in, I understand. But like, why do I need to pay you for like putting something in my head that it didn't happen yet? I understand the last part. Like once they put the thing in and they want to order the porcelain, that maybe they want the money. But up to now, they didn't need that much money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pissed off.
We'll call them and tell them.
I'm gonna. Yeah, the implants are crazy expensive. I do have some down below. And I'm trying to see, like so far I can eat with it. Now that it's healed up, I can eat without the fake tooth. So I don't know. But it's like 60% paid for already. Ugh. And I know what's going to happen. They're going to put it in. I'm going to pay. Whatever. Yeah, it's very expensive. Getting old is not like fun for my husband and I and our dental issues.
Yeah. I have a lot of bone loss on the bottom and back.
Well, that's another issue.
It's so much pain, and I know it's my face pain coming back because it hurts. Because I'm like, is it toothache? But it's like where I don't have teeth, weight in the back that's hurting, and then it shoots to my ear. I don't even want to think about it.
Well, I have some bone loss, and it's worse as you lose your estrogen, which basically is I'm down to probably like 1%. Like, I mean, it's pretty much like the ship sailed. So if I don't take a hormone replacement, I'm going to get like totally brittle bones because I have bone cysts. I don't even know. There's like little holes in like my bones. So, and
Teresa, you got your nails done?
Teresa. But like I know the osteo guy took an x-ray of my hand when I first met him, and then the next time, and he said, your finger's lost bone. He goes, you're losing bone. And I'm like, uh-oh. Well, come and show us. Yeah, it's rapid. It's like, who knew? I got really short too.
Come and show us, Teresa.
I used to be 5'5", and I just tell people I'm 5'3" now, just to like not cause a problem. I'm like, just put 5'3". I couldn't. I'm like,
yeah. Well, Teresa, you gonna come show us or what?
Show us
Oh,
your
you
nails. Come on over. Mm-mm.
Sean's in the back singing.
What's he singing?
I don't know.
Okay.
He talks to himself. So do I when I'm working. That's the only way I can get it straight is if I talk out loud of what I'm doing. Like when I was working in the office, they go, "What?" I'm like, "Just leave me alone. I'm talking to myself."
When I was trying to do like the labels, when I did like Nana doesn't, I mean, I have like that. It's kind of like dyslexia
He's in the car. Well, send me a picture.
with it's dysgraphia and dyscalculia I have. So my fingers and what I see and what I type are different. And then the numbers I get all mixed up. And it's very hard for me
Ooh,
to write.
Wait, let's see if I can get it.
Well, I see nails and they look pretty. I can't see what's on them. I'm going like this way saying, oh, now I can see it. Wait. So is it like sort of skin tone
Swirlies.
with like a line going through? It looks pretty.
There we go.
Pretty.
Fancy. Very pretty.
Fancy. I have farmer hands now.
Girl, I have.
Yeah,
And then it's so bad. This one is so bad and crooked and like big knots here.
I'm going to say to you that I know that people admire the pretty hands or the pretty nails. It's beautiful, but it's really not for me right now.
Well, I like it because it makes you feel good about yourself, you know. But
I don't know.
So my rheumatologist, she goes, "Did you injure your hand?" I'm like, "No, I have my mom's hands." Oh, my poor mom.
I don't know. What would make me feel better about myself is probably like losing 25 pounds. But I also like eating things I shouldn't eat. Yeah. And that makes me feel good. And then it's the opposite of like what would really make me feel good.
Right.
So I have to decide. I said, for this area, I am very not overweight, if you know what I mean. Everybody is, I'm not going to say everybody, but there are so many plump people living around me here that I'm quite average.
Well, you should come to Louisiana.
If it you know what I mean? Like, I guess I don't want to say anything. You know how like there was a show Hot in Cleveland? Like for New York, they weren't hot, but they went to Cleveland, they were hot. It feels almost like when I was growing up, if I would have been in central Pennsylvania, I would have had a lot of men interested. In New York City, it was like, oh, you're like, I wasn't heavy enough to be with the chubby chasers, and I wasn't thin enough to be with the guys who wanted slim. I needed some kind of guy in the middle, and I couldn't find that. I fell in the cracks. When I met my husband, he goes, I don't mind the way you look. He goes, he goes, I'm not a chubby chaser. He says, I just like I asked him once, like, do you prefer the thin or the heavy? He goes, well, I prefer the thin, but like, I don't mind you. It's like, it's a hard question to ask a man and have him answer 100% truthfully. And
well, yeah, let's put him on the spot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I even asked him about the hair. He goes, I am not going to decide what color hair you have. He goes, I enjoy dark hair and I enjoy the blonde hair. I'm used to you. He goes, but I think he likes red hair. And he didn't, and it wasn't an option.
Well, try red next time.
Well, that's the thing. The red like makes me feel, I started to feel like it was like I was getting allergic to red hair dye. So that's why I did the blonde. And I kind of think it's, I know I have like kind of brassy hair, but like I like the light hair against.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel it's just like jarring against my skin, if you know what I mean.
Right.
And I've had like reddish browns and reds and auburns and light auburns and strawberry blondes since high school. So to not do anything seems.
I've been probably all shades of red, fuchsia, pink, purple.
Well, when I put on like the rose gold stuff or the pink, I like the way that looks, but it, you know, it's a little. I want to. If I say something, and it, you know, when I see like, I know older women. I'm older at this point. Like it. Sometimes when you have like crazy bright hair, it looks a little odd. I mean, you look artsy and stuff.
Right.
I don't know.
Oh no, Sleeping Beach said her ex once told her he wasn't with her for her looks. He was with her for her personality.
Okay. And you go, all right. I mean, it's nice to hear that he likes your personality. And then you think, oh, well. But I noticed she did say ex. So.
She did.
Mm-hmm. Did you like his personality? Anyway. I feel like my hair is like kind of blending in with the background. It's like kind of. I hate the color of these walls. I mean, it looks like.
She said she thought she was cute back then.
You want to? Don't you want to hear when you look at? Even if they don't think you look like fantastic, you want to hear, oh, you look pretty in that outfit, or I like that outfit, or I like the way you did your hair, or I like your makeup. Like something. There's creative ways of saying like.
Right.
You know, I mean, like, oh yeah, you could lose 25 pounds, sure, but like, you know. I said, well, if you like the way I look one day, it would be nice if you told me.
Right.
And one day he said, oh, you look nice today. And I go, oh. But I blew my hair dry and put like all the makeup on. And then I'm like, oh, I'm not going to look like that too much. So whatever.
I used to wear makeup all the time. Now it's like a little bit of mascara and eyeliner, and that's it.
I just put
lipstick. Well, a little bit
lipstick. That's what my mom used to say, wear the lipstick. And I'm like, okay, I'll wear it. I only wear it when I'm coming online. Or if I feel like I'm going to if I'm going to Walmart, I'm not going to put it on. But if I'm going to like a place and we're going to eat out, I'll put it on. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know why I don't care. People at Walmart are wearing pajamas. Who cares?
There was a girl who walked in yesterday with a bear suit on. Like it was just, she didn't have the hat or the head part of it, but she had a damn bear suit on. It was almost like the ones you would wear. I guess it was pajamas. I don't know what the hell it was, but I went.
There was a man at the Walmart he had like corduroy slippers, and he had pajama pants, and he had a robe and had like a white tee under the. He like got out of bed just to go and get his medicine.
I mean, people are getting carried away. I'm just saying.
Like, really? I mean, I'm like thinking, well, you know, I understand. He probably didn't feel good, and he went there to get whatever he needed.
Right.
But still. I mean, wearing your bathrobe as your coat, it's kind of funny. I don't know. It's funny.
I don't know.
The bear suit. Yeah, there was a guy in the one in New Jersey, and he was on one of those motorized ones, and he had a boom box, and he was playing reggae music. And I thought, what is this? It's very odd to me that you're, I mean, like the big boom boxes, like from the late 70s, 80s kind of.
Uh-huh.
It was hysterical. It was
I'm surprised that there was a guy in ours, he didn't have a boom box, but he had his phone music on the whole time he was in Walmart, very loud. And I was like, it's a wonder they allow it, you know.
I think at this point, if you're just not stealing stuff, they're happy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't know.
Oh, we got a dog face off. One's inside this room and one is outside of this room.
No, our turn.
I think Mr. Woozy went outside.
And he's like, why can't I go? Why can't I go?
Well, you see, she likes to look out this Oh yeah, yeah. He's taking out big boxes. We're probably going to do a run to the recycle area today. This is the excitement I live. I have such a great life. We have to drive into town to go to the, there's like recycle dumpsters in our town, near where we would pay the taxes.
Uh-huh.
It's really fun. I'm telling you.
Well, I don't know where my sister-in-law wants to go look for pants, but
She wants to look for pants, huh?
I hate shopping for clothes.
But how? I was going to say, if she's not going to try them on, it's going to be.
Well, she can try them on. She walks with a boot, but she can't walk far. So we would have to bring her wheelchair with her.
Are you going to? Yesterday I was in Walmart, and don't you always think of the things you wanted to get, like when you get home? Oh, I didn't get the thing.
All the time.
I didn't get that thing. But it's kind of far to just do that every single day. I like driving around here though. I say it out loud. Oh, that's so pretty. It's so
pretty. Well, when we were home, we had Dollar General and then this little mom and pop store. But here, there's 2 grocery stores, like not huge grocery stores, but like locally owned grocery stores. So there's 2 of those here and a Dollar General. Hey, Glenn.
Hi, Glenn.
So I don't always have to run to Walmart. I mean, they're a little bit higher priced, but you
brought up a point to me though. We do have by the highway before you get on the highway that you would take to go to like the Walmart. We have a Dollar General, and it is like a general store, this one, because they have like a whole section that's like health and beauty aid stuff.
Is it a Dollar General Market?
It doesn't have fresh food, but it has, like, if I want, let's say, tortillas and ketchup, I can go there and get that. And then, but I noticed they had a lot of aisles that had like aspirins and you know, cold medicine kind of thing.
Yeah, so, ours is like a little store like that. But then the one in Garyville, they have a cold section, and then they just added some like one little thing of fruit and veggies. But it's called a Dollar General Market, and they have meat and everything.
In New Jersey, there was a bigger one that had like I think a couple of it had a fresh table, which was like apples and bananas. But when I went to the one that was closest to where I had lived in, like, or where the house is in New Jersey, it was mostly junk food. Honestly, it was like aisles and aisles and aisles. I mean, more than half of the store was junk food.
Yeah. No, ours has like a pharmacy section. It's got like a little clothes section and all kind of stuff like that. What is a Dollarama, Claudette? We have Dollar Tree. And we also have a Dollar Tree right here too.
I think Dollarama is Canadian. Is she in Canada? Is she
Canada? Yeah, she is.
Okay.
She's in Canada.
She's in Canada. Anyway. Hi, Norton.
It's not good having the Dollar Tree close because I went one day and everybody wanted a snack. So I said, well, I'm going to just go to Dollar Tree and get them all. And the lady looks at me. She goes, you're getting your snack on, aren't you? It's not all mine.
I one time had like bought a lot of
What
junk.
Is that?
What?
I didn't even want to try to say that. Oh, it's like she said Dollarama is like the Dollar General here, she thinks.
Yeah, we do have, there's a little convenience store in the town that's like a mile away. And we've never been inside of it. And I almost feel like I'm a little scared to go in there. I don't know why I'm scared to go in it. Giant tiger? No, we have a giant though. Hello. I don't know. No. Whiny dog. Let's see.
Jesus pound. Who's Scarlett?
Don't even say those words. All right. I had a dog exchange. One goes, one comes. All right, dogs, go. I I need to go somewhere. Are you going to be here? I'm going to be gone for 2 minutes.
Yeah. Where would I go? I guess she's gonna go see if they're going to the recycle. We just put stuff out to the road and they pick it up. So it's not so hard here. Country. It makes a difference. So definitely. But so what are y'all doing today? So y'all know what I'm doing. I'm going to bring my sister-in-law to get some pants. And then I'm coming home to cook skinless, boneless breast. Hey, Bells. And then I might come home and crochet. I finished the other tic-tac-toe thing I was doing. So one's going to go to my granddaughter, and one's going to go to the other two grandkids. So they can share. Because I don't know. He would probably like something else, but they can play together. Oh, wow. Well, they pick up our garbage twice a week here. Here it's Wednesday and Saturday. And then, we're always having so much stuff with hurricanes and storms and that we have to put stuff out to the road. So
I'm a little bit excited.
If they only picked up our garbage bi-weekly, oh my God, we would die. But they don't recycle here, so.
Mr. Woolsey has lumberjack equipment out.
Oh.
I'm excited. I want him to trim all those. We got bushes and trees
Does he
blocking
have his lumberjack clothes on? Does he have his flannel and his jeans and his boots?
No, not. He has his boots. He always looks kind of like that anyway. Come on. I was calling
That
him.
was fast outing, Norton.
Yeah, because they really just want to be by him. I call him lumbersexual. I don't know if that's an insult or not. But
I don't know what that means.
Lumbersexual? It means like a guy that wears flannel and jeans. Probably. In my mind, that's what it means.
Okay.
I like a good plaid shirt. He never wanted to wear plaids ever. But he has one shirt. I remember the shirt he said, my wife said, "Why are you so dressed up?" That's
yes.
That's my favorite shirt that he has. So
it's plaid.
Compared to it's kind of like a check. Like I think, like how buffalo check is big, it's small.
Yeah.
So that's why I said it, because if he's going outside to cut down trees, he shouldn't be wearing the nicest shirt he has. I feel. I mean, that's how I feel. I want him to save it so that if we go out, he says, "I don't want to cut my hair or this, that." I go, "I'm looking at you. I want you to look good for me."
Wow.
Anyway, a little bit. Try a little bit.
Claudette, if we fill up our cans, which is one big can, we can put bags on side of it and they'll pick it up. I'm sure one day it'll change.
We have pickup. I think our pickup is today, and we're allowed 2 bags of garbage. But it's so far. I mean, the street is far away from our house.
Yeah.
So schlepping big bags of garbage is a pain in the ass.
They'll take out whatever. However, if you put like another garbage can out there, like say you had like a kitchen garbage can, you put something out there, they'll pick up the garbage can along with the extra trash.
I mean, you mean like they'll throw it in the back and it'll be good? Okay.
Yeah, they'll throw the whole thing. So you just got to put bags. But girl, we fill up our big, can plus twice a week.
Well, like I said, we're allowed 2 big bags, or I guess the garbage can in a bag. But so we bought really big bags. But they say 45-gallon bags or something. Like they must have told him. I don't really know the rules, except we don't usually have enough. We're usually like a bag less anyway. And so Tony said, "What if I had 3? Are they really all the guys up the hill use that like area to put their garbage?" So,
well,
in New Jersey, they're really weird. And when I had the big tree in front of my house, they would like leave my garbage. Like they're blind, they can't see. I'm sorry, they're driving by.
right.
And it happened more than once that they drove right past my stuff. And we were allowed 2 bags. So when I had a bag outside of the can, they didn't take it. Now they have the kind that they lift the can over the back.
Oh, home this morning. Doctor appointment today.
Okay.
Well, I hope all goes well.
We used to have
pay $3 for 5 tags. Well, we don't have any such thing here.
We used to pay $3.50 for an extra tag, and now it's like close to, I don't know, like $6.50, $7.
Yeah. The only thing we can't put out here is tires.
If we want to put out like a sofa, it would cost us probably $40 for them to take it away. Maybe more.
Oh no, we put so much. I mean, that's why you go like around before garbage pickup. You can get so much furniture out here.
Well, I don't know. I'm still debating if it's going to be cheaper to just buy new furniture than moving it.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Oh, Trisha's leg is going to sleep.
I mean, there's a few things I want to bring over, but I'm pretty tired about paying for storage and stuff.
At this point, I just want to chunk everything because it's like I can't find anything. I'm not using it. I'm surviving without it.
That was like Tony's point. He goes, "Why are you buying anything? Like, why are you looking for clothes? You have so many clothes." And I'm like, I gained weight. I need some more. I gave away all the clothes in this size to the thrift shop, and it's embarrassing. But I'm like, if my clothes are uncomfortable, I should be able to buy a few pairs of things that fit nice. But,
Oh, Claudette, we used to use the neighbor's garbage can all the time if it was empty. All the time.
I don't honestly, like, I'm paying for garbage in New Jersey. If my neighbor put 2 bags by my house, I would not care. But it would be nice if they shoveled my sidewalk when it snowed and I wouldn't get a summons to go to court. They don't. Our town had a rule like certain things you could throw away, and it used to be once a year. It's not always once a year. And they give you 10 tags, but I put something outside that didn't have a tag. It was a dryer, and they took it anyway because I think that they were collecting for what are those guys? The metal pickup, and they salvage it or something.
Oh, but that's it. They have sidewalk groomers in their town. Nice. Oh, Nana's grooming her dog.
Okay. Let me go try to see if I can find another dog.
There was a beautiful golden doodle at the end of my street. His name is Ollie, and they had an invisible fence that they used. And one day I saw him out that fence. And then Marie said she saw he was gone. They put a thing out that he was gone.
Gone, like passed away, gone?
No, like somebody took him or he's lost or something.
That's a shame.
Beautiful golden doodle.
I would, honestly, I love my dog so much. I wouldn't be able to handle it. I would be like a lost soul without my pets. They're more than pets to me. They're with me all the time. Ooh, he's slipping a ladder.
Definitely.
he's not going to cut off enough for that tree because he thinks that we're going to harvest hazelnuts from a tree that we're not. And I don't even like hazelnuts that much. I'd rather just leave them.
Yeah. So what would you gotta get them, you gotta roast them, you gotta.
I honestly don't know what. I don't like. Supposedly there's something growing back there that birds eat, and you need males and female plants, and they just come up like big sticks and block my view. And there's another tree that someone had groomed down to like like if I sit in my living room, it wouldn't block my view. And he says, I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna take off a lot of it. I'm not gonna help.
Nice, Debbie. You got a bunch of stuff? It was markdown day at Salvation Army. We don't have, in New Orleans, they have a
49 cents
Army. We don't have one.
Okay. My Goodwill had tags that said black tags are $2 today. We went to it. Well, when you look at the black tag on the inside, it says the word white. So I thought there's no black tags, but there are. I mean, the ones that said white were black.
I went to St. Vincent de Paul's yesterday, and it must be new people in there because the girl's like, oh, this tag means this and this tag means that. And they had like a 99-cent table and a 50 cents table. I didn't see anything in there, but, and she said like the colors rotate each week. So the stuff that's $1 will be 49 cents. And everything was blue in there yesterday, which is like full price.
Ooh.
Well, we used to have which used to be my honey hole before Hurricane Ida. I would get glass for 25 cents. And then Hurricane Ida ruined their building. And these people in this particular one were volunteers. So the stuff was dirt cheap. Now, this one, they have paid employees, so the stuff is more expensive. So it wasn't so great. I bought a skein of yarn that was new. And then I bought 3 of these little cotton yarns that was in a bag and a couple crochet needles. That was it.
I'm looking at crochet hooks.
Oh, yesterday I bought these. I don't know if they'll go well. They're heavy as you know what, but the little corn on the cob. These are big.
Corn on the cob dishes. Tony told me, he goes, don't you have any corn on the cob dishes? And I go, what's a corn on the cob dish? And he had some. And
oh, cool. Like these are like,
good. Oh,
these are 10 inches long. You know, I think we're good luck for you, Glenn, because every time you come on our thing, you have a cha-ching. So that's a good thing. You have to keep coming, Glenn.
Well, now I want to make cornbread.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it does. Also, this Norton is crying a lot.
Except we make sweet cornbread.
I like sweet cornbread. I don't need to keep this shut now if he's outside.
Sweet cornbread with vanilla.
Oh, he's going by the tree. I want him to cut all the way down, but he's not. Oh, he's going past the point. I hope he doesn't hurt himself, but I'd like for him to cut the whole tree down pretty much. He's not. He's just not even trying. Oh well. Happy wife. Unhappy wife. Who cares? What?
I said, do you have to go help him?
No, I don't have to help him. But if he falls, I got to pay attention because if he starts laying on he's standing at the very, very, very top of the ladder and reaching up. I think I wanted it cut to like the rung before the top. And so he's not even going to do anything. It's going to change life for me.
Oh my God, Debbie, I used to love that place.
Which place?
Well, ours was called the Western Sizzlin', but she said when she worked at the Sizzlin' Steakhouse, she made Mexican cornbread. I'm sure it's kind of the same thing.
back in the day, there was some sizzling sirloin kind of place that they would bring out these pans and they would be like smoking, went into the table, and that was delicious. That food was good. The food out here, I found the one burger joint I like, but I mean, it's called barbecue. They have other things. They smoke their hamburgers. It was good.
Oh, yours sold out to Western Sizzle. It's been closed for a long time now, but we would go at work, for lunch, and then Garrett and her husband both worked there, and we would tell the dispatch guy to tell him we went to eat at Sonic when we actually went there. Yeah, they do. Outback does the hot skillet. So does Mexican places. I love fajitas. I could go for a good fajita right now.
There's no good Mexican place here. There's no really good Asian food.
And the salad bar with that potato bar. Oh my God. It was.
Has anybody heard of the chain Haas, Hoss? There's one in a town near. I don't know. It says like steak, seafood, and salad bar. I can't imagine that.
Hey, Gina. Good morning.
Hi, Gina. I don't think there's going to be any restaurant I'm going to really love.
Bye, Glenn. Good luck at your doctor's appointment.
Oh, yes. Take care. Hope it goes well. Boy.
Bella sleeps in the weirdest positions.
Yeah, I can never finish my food at these. Norton has his head on my leg. He's nice and warm. When you leave, I'm going to feel cold, dog.
Where are you going? Where's he going?
I don't know, but he just took his head off my leg. And that's what I mean.
Or he was leaving.
No, he's not leaving, but I liked when he was resting his head. I'm like, can't you do what you were doing? You were so warm. You're so warm. What is it? A dog's temperature is like 104. It's nice and warm.
I don't know. Oh, they're not so generous with their portions?
Here they
are. Marie bought a 32-inch pool boy the other night, and we cut him, cut it up. Actually, she bought two. She bought a cheeseburger one, and she bought a shrimp. Oh, so good.
That sounds good. I have my Benadryls. So
I know, Gina. Girl, we've talked about everything from dogs to trash to food to
Walmart dressing. People dressing with at Walmart. I'm watching my husband, making sure I don't fall off the ladder.
Dude, you kind of wrinkly.
I know.
Is it warm outside?
Kind of. I didn't realize it rained last night.
Did it?
Mm-hmm.
I have to keep an eye on my husband.
To squirting and pounding. Right, Greg? Oh.
Squirting. What was the pounding? That was Scarlett, I think.
Wow.
No, that's dope. Oh, that's okay. Gee. I was gonna say I only really use washi tape. And
I think we're all are, Gina.
I do. I mean, if she wants to know what kind of crafts I do, I don't know if that'll help the set unless she already made them up. I paint now, and I do crochet. And is that it? That's probably it, right? I do photography. I don't really do like scrapbooking and stuff. What I do have somewhere, I don't know where it is now, if it's in Jersey or here. I have some, they're like greeting card blanks that you could put like your pictures like inside. Like, so it is like a frame for it, sort of.
Uh-huh.
And I should sell stuff like that.
You should. Nana asked earlier, when are you
I
going to
know.
start selling again?
But I don't really want to be like I know like it's sad, like not really like a full-time seller, but like every once in a while, I don't know if anybody would want it. I sold more stuff when I was in like high school and like when I was working at the nursing homes and stuff. I used to sell my jewelry really like a lot. And when I was in high school, we used to sell greeting cards that we made. I mean, I had a friend who was really good with art, and I would do doodles and she would do little drawings. And we just used the money to buy concert tickets and stuff. Okay.
But she used to sell stuff, Gina, and she just quit on us.
I gave it all away. That pretty much. I gave like most of it. And I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I got into a mood where I was thinking, I don't really need this. And I was just like get rid. And then, I kind of regretted it. That's the problem with people who are slightly hoardy. You get rid of some of your hoard and then you think, I don't want to get rid of everything. But honestly, I mean, I was even looking at some decor that I did save, and I don't really want it. I don't really want it. And I attach sentimentality to like things that belong to my mom or my grandma, and I shouldn't. It should be like, just if you don't like, how you said you don't need it because you've been living without it. I don't have any furniture in here really, except a couch and a bed and some folding tables. You don't really need furniture, really, really. I mean, you need a comfy chair and a desk, and you need a table, and you need lights, but I don't really need this set of drawers.
Yeah. I mean, I miss my chair, my comfy chair, because in the morning I come sitting here because, I mean, Marie, we got like a secondhand sofa and a lounge chair, but TJ sleeps in the living room, so you don't want to go in there to wake him. So I either go sit on the bed or sitting here in this chair because my kitchen chair is so hard.
I was thinking if I could find like a nice desk chair, and I could, if I could use it here. Like I said to Tony, would you mind if I make this a studio? He said, I don't care. But
that would be nice. You got a lot of nice windows.
That's the reason why I would want to sit here, because when I zone out, I can just look at birds. And in the summer, there's a fountain below me, and like it attracts birds and squirrels and stuff. And I'll be over there, like behind, like where I'm looking. We have a bird feeder there, and Tony had run into it like with the lawnmower, so it's bent.
Right.
It looks pretty stable now. He said he couldn't get it to stand straight. It's standing straight.
It would.
It would be nice. I saw a piece of furniture that had a bookcase on the side, and it twisted around into a desk. And I said to Tony, that would be perfect for me for that space. And he said, don't buy new stuff. He kept so, and I'm like, you're so mean. I need it. Like, I'm right here. I can't work on this. It's a plant stand.
You know what I'm working off right now? A folding table.
Well, that's
where I have this one. But then in the house they have this built-in, but my desk is a folding table because I had to come by the window.
I have 3. Well, here we have 2 folding tables, and in New Jersey I have another one. But it's they're okay.
Well, at my shop I took a folding table and we put wooden blocks under the legs to make it high enough to be workable when I was packing packages.
Okay.
Oh, Gina, my new place is just an empty lot. It keeps raining and snowing and raining, and So they said the ground has to be drier than what it is before they can bring the big equipment to put the pylons in the ground.
I was just going to show my list. This was the thing I did yesterday. And Tony was like, what is it?
He couldn't tell what that was.
And he goes, what's that supposed to be, love? He goes, where is that? I go, it's Earth. And he's like, and he goes, but what's that? And I go, that's a field. And this
I
is
think it looks good.
And I said, I feel like it needs something like, peeking over the flower.
You put a cow in there.
I made the last painting before this was so busy. It got so muddy. And I'm like, I only like a little snippet at the top. And what I liked was that it
looked good. I like it.
All right, thanks. The paper is so cheap. Like I couldn't get a good solid wash going. So I had to cover half of it with the flowers. And I probably could just put flowers all over. But sometimes less is more if you just leave.
She said, Tony, you got to squint one eye.
It almost looks like the beach. It could be like a beach if I had waves. Oh, I don't know. Artwork is flying all around this room.
I know. It's like I like to draw. I don't like to paint. I like to draw. And I did that for a bit.
All of the little paintbrushes I got that I thought would be really good for fine lines are too fat for my taste. And then I don't know, water skills is a little taxing. I think the last time I tried watercolors, I don't know if I said water skills. I went into acrylic and it seemed easier for me to add on and take away. But there's something nice about when I see the professionals doing the watercolor.
Oh, that's sweet, Gina.
Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet.
Anne says your flower field is good.
Thank you. It's just silly. I wanted to put a house, and then I said I have to practice drawing a house on a paper towel because I don't know, I don't really know if I wanted to make a road very small to imply really far away. It's okay to add the acrylic to it. Okay. I mean, I can just call it mixed media. I could draw the house on a separate piece of paper and put it on.
Right.
Oh my.
Definitely.
When I was in college, all those millions of years ago, I took artsy classes as electives. I took a stained glass. I took sculpture twice. And I was a metalsmithing jewelry major and I did ceramics as a minor. And what I do now is photography and drawing and painting really. So I'm not doing anything I went to school for.
Right. Yes, Jeffrey, prayers to all of the people who were affected by the plane crash. Definitely.
Prayers to them.
Praying for them. Gina says she paints like a child.
Well, I do too, kind of. I feel like the real things that my skills are really at, I want to say cartoony sketches. And when I watch these girls that try to show you how to draw an animal, it looks like a cartoon character animal, but I'm okay with that. Maybe someday it'll look more realistic, but for right now, it is what it is, right? I'm a little past stick figure and not quite into realism. It's a little primitive over here.
Well, I would draw people sometimes, but some of them my proportion was off. So
there's a lot of art people that show how to do the lines.
Mm-hmm.
If you make an oval, believe it or not, it's statistically speaking, eyeballs are almost halfway between the crown of a head and a chin.
Right.
I want to just figure it. A lot of people put the eyes way too high.
Yeah. I did a few that were really good. I drew one of my husband and I from a photo that I had really liked.
Well, that's nice.
My head looked okay. His was kind of scrunchy. but I have to work on it. But I
Tony and
haven't done it in a long time.
he's a pretty good artist actually, and we were trying to just do like sketches really quick, like try to do a human being really quick, like just don't think about it, scribble it out, and those were kind of fun exercises to try. I'm just saying. I mean, sometimes they look comical and funny, but sometimes they look pretty good, and you're like surprised that you could just, like, if you have 30 seconds to try to draw like an animal or a fruit or like a human.
I used to love to draw, and my granddaughter would come and she goes, Mimi, can I come sleep over? And we go in the bed and we draw together.
That's nice though.
She loves to draw.
I used to color in the lines and then I would color the backgrounds. But we also I never had the 64 box of crayons. I used to get like the cheap 8 crayon thing that my mom would get. Or I get the nubs from like my brother who got, anyway. Well, I always was drawing. And I was taking paper plates and cutting fringes and cutting other ones and gluing them on and make lions. And I was very creative as a little kid. But
I tell you what, Chelsea is so creative. She draws her own little characters and stuff, and
that's nice.
She'll write stories, and she keeps all her books. I mean, she's very, very talented.
What she is saying is cute. She's like she finds it so therapeutic. She saved money over therapy. I agree.
Yep.
Sometimes having like issues and getting in the zone. I feel like sometimes when I'm feeling moody in some way, whether it's frenetic or like depressed, but it makes me want to do different kinds of art, but it's more inspiring than just being like, when I'm really stressed out, I don't know if I can handle it, but I kind of like the idea that doing the crocheting, like I can do that sometimes at like on the couch, and then I can mostly pay attention when I'm not counting to what's going on the TV, because I have a hard time watching television and not getting excited.
Yeah. Debbie says she wants to see pictures of Jennifer's granddaughter's birthday yesterday. Well, happy birthday to her granddaughter.
Yes, happy birthday. I don't go on Facebook enough.
I find crochet has been very relaxing for me. Like I can do it, and like depending on what you're making, you don't have to really think about it a whole lot.
And I think what's nice about the crochet that you do is like you see, it's almost like quick gratification. It might not be instant, but like it's not like it's taking a month to do something. Like if you make those little hearts, you can do them quickly, and they're cute. Did you show? Has everybody seen that? Can you show the heart?
My tic-tac-toe
and the little hearts you did?
Hearts. Oh, I made some white ones. Like this one I made bigger.
That's cute.
The little flower.
I love that. I think that's very creative. You're good at it.
So this is the tic-tac-toe board. And then this was the yarn I got from the
it's cute.
So that she's gonna have white hearts and red hearts.
I think that's really cute.
And that's going to be their game pieces.
I used to do paper mache.
This one's going to be for Chelsea.
I did paper mache animals. Do you ever do paper mache? It's messy, but it's fun.
Yeah.
I would like to try that wool crap where people pierce the wool.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Make it like
I wanted to do that.
I really like to try it.
They have those kits at Dollar Tree. You could have played with them.
I never saw one. I wish I had seen them. I don't really have. I like starting a project and taking it apart. Apparently, that's all I've done so far. I have ripped out what I want to learn.
These granny squares, but it's too big. They're like 6 inches.
Why is that too big?
I don't know. I mean, it's really like the holes are big in it.
But do you want it to just be like a bedspread or an actual like warm thing? Or decorative?
I was gonna make a blanket out of it, like an Afghan.
So that's not too big. And is it gonna lay on a bed or a couch? Are you thinking like that kind of stuff through?
I guess when you're on a couch or whatever, not on a bed.
Well, you're in Louisiana. You don't need it to be so tightly woven. It might be nice.
What I'm gonna do is get a smaller yarn to do because I want it smaller squares.
Well, you could just do a row less. Maybe.
I don't know. I like it and I don't like it.
I mean, I see this and I go, it's all right. It's
yeah, you
okay.
see, my holes are big like yours.
I can see through it. And then I think over here, if I'm really cold, like it's not going to keep me warm. I would like a shawl. Like I would like a shawl, but I'm thinking the V is so sharp. By the time I get like enough to wrap around me, it's going to be like down to the floor.
Yeah.
So
I tried a small, like one smaller, and it still looked about the same size because I just did the yellow area. I don't know. I was watching this lady today, and she was saying like mistakes like people who make amigurumi make. And she says, whatever size needle or hook they tell you to use, subtract times, for 2, like go 2 sizes smaller.
okay.
But she says most times you can do that. But she says one time she did it, and it was like a 1 point something. And she says that was way too small. So she did have to go up a little bit more. But because she said if you use what the yarn recommends, then you'll have the holes and stuff like my little cowl back there.
This one I'm using a 6 instead of a 5.5. But
I like that. Is that the color from Ollie's?
yes, I like that.
I bought 2 of them yesterday, that color.
I would go back and get more. It's a good deal.
There wasn't much there yesterday. They had blue, like a light baby blue kind of, and that color. And then they had some weird yarns. Well, he's cute from afar, Gina. He looks pitiful from close up. Because he's got, like, I went the size that they recommended. So he's got holes where you can see the stuffing, and he's real floppy. He's pitiful close up.
Where is
the first thing I made.
Where is he? I'm itchy.
Huh?
I'm itchy, so I wanted to scratch. Oh. I feel like it's. Can we see it? Do you have it around?
He's back there. You don't see him?
Oh. No. It's so far away for me. Do you see how I have to see things? I have to put the reading part up. I can't see anything.
Its head's on crooked.
That's okay.
I
like it.
My stitches are too loose.
Well, can't you make?
I've tried, but it's because it's so floppy and it's not as stiff as it should be.
Cut like attach the head at like 4 more points maybe with the brown, and he'll sit more straight.
But
make him have like
my first ever thing that I crocheted.
It's adorable.
It's not bad. Look, I love the hangy thing, but yeah,
I think it's good.
Oh,
he is cute. You did a great job.
Yeah, so probably if I redid, I may make another one, but I'm gonna do what you said. But
I would definitely be impressed if I did that. Because
I bought a kit, and the yarn with the kit was so crappy because you couldn't frog it. So I went and got regular yarn for it.
Oh, that's too bad.
He is cute if he was done right. But it was a lot of counting when you do the little animals and stuff.
Yeah, that's it. I said, I think if you put a few more sewing stitches from farther out on the head, and it'll be more anchored.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tried that like twice already, but it's still floppy because he doesn't even stand because it's so soft. Like if I would have went tighter, it would have been, you know. But he's fine the way he is for now. He'll be, a reminder of my very first piece.
It's cute. I think it's cute. I'm impressed.
So
it is darling.
I mean, I'm impressed for my first ever thing.
I'm impressed. I think you did good.
I was gonna maybe find some chenille or something to make it with. That would be cool.
Some animals would look really fun with like a chenille.
Yeah.
Like if you could do a sheep with like some chenille.
Yeah. But I mean, I have his pattern still, so.
Around here, I noticed the sheep are not white. They're very beige. And so the sheep that are in the, like, down the road a piece, they have black faces and the beige fur. Beige wool. I don't know. It's just if you're like painting them or crocheting them, there's a lot of different kinds. There's a brown cow that was near here that it looked like it had makeup on. It had like brown. It's like it had like and eyebrows and eyeliner. It was so beautiful.
My lips are so dry.
Tony was saying, he goes, it looks like a cartoon character cow. It doesn't even, it doesn't look real. I was like, I know, it looks like someone drew on it.
I bet it wasn't not ugly. I bet. Quite that.
I bet it wasn't either. But I've seen like some people who have crochet things and they got like stretched out, and if they don't sit right, sometimes, I mean, I've looked at stuff.
She said, no, it was bad.
If every time I tried to knit, the ends curled in so bad that, I don't know, it kind of looked like a noodle.
A noodle.
Well, like just, like, what did I make? It's a lot easier to just buy. I've made scarves out of fleece. You just cut like 12 inches of fleece across.
Right.
And then you cut the fringes at the ends and then pull it and it like kind of curls up. So easy.
All right, Gina, you too.
All right, Gina, take care. Thank you. Oh boy. I got another dog in here now. Just saying. Oh, wait, I got 2 dogs in here. But one is chewing on a bone. Roxy is chewing on a bone. I like that they hang out with me because they usually hang out with him. And I say they're traitors.
Well, they just hanging out with you because he's outside and they can't go.
No, he actually came in and they're still hanging out with me. So
she's got 2, Claudette.
I have 2. They're the reason that I probably can't travel as much as I would want to. But what am I going to do? It's expensive to board.
That's my mom again. I
heard you saying to somebody you were live, but I thought maybe it was your sister-in-law. Oh my God, I forgot her relation to you. I was going to say your aunt, but she's not your aunt. If I could handle it, I would want lots of dogs, but it is a lot. I mean, if they pull you and it's slippery, it's a lot of dog. Anyway, they're happy to play together lately. So I like that they're keeping each other like company. Because when they first joined, I mean, Norton was a puppy when I got him, so Roxy would let him like snuggle. And then when they got to be the same size, I think she got to be like, he got so big, it was like overwhelming. But now they're friends. It took time. But it's really nice to see him play. And actually, I'm surprised she's the one. She went on a boat because he's usually the one doing it. Okay. It's 12:15. Are my glasses turning dark? So what does everybody have planned today? What are you going to do, Claudette?
Sorry, guys.
It's 12:15.
All right. Yeah, I got to get ready to get because my sister-in-law is probably waiting. You got to tell him goodbye?
Precious. All right. He's just doing nothing.
He's like,
I like nothing days sometimes. It's
yeah,
nice.
me too. Nothing days are good.
Sometimes.
I thought this afternoon was going to be a nothing day, but
then I could be like, I crochet one row and then I draw something and then I go back to the crochet.
right. She looks sweet now, Claudette, but if somebody tries to take her while I'm holding her, she will try to eat their hand off with the one tooth she has on the side. So, but then when she's down, she just barks constantly for me to hold her.
Oh.
And barks and barks and barks. So, all right, guys. I hope y'all have a blessed day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow on Dawn Steals with Yarn again.
Yes.
All right.
Take care.
All right. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Stay safe.
Yeah. Feel good.